All right, and this tutorial, probably think one of the first ones I've done on this page, I think. I'm going to show you how to create a material atlas like this to help create or help speed up your workflow, like with this Tudor style building that I created yesterday. Give a second. There you go, much better. And it speeds up workflow, and it's really simple to create the material atlases. It does require 2 programs. And I suppose you could do this in Photoshop too. So, but it requires Blender, the Substance Painter, Pixel Quixel, or Quixel Mixer, or Photoshop. And I'm going to use Substance Painter and Blender. So I'm going to go to File, Create New, General. Yeah, save that. I made that change. And I'm going to get rid of the default cube. The default cube gets no love in the Blender community. So you're playing, I'm going to scale it to 25. And go to edit mode. And I'm going to create a 2x3. So I need a loop cut. That's good. And another loop cut. That's good. And now I'm going to create a color ID over the top of this using materials. So go into face select mode, which is right up there. Create new one. I'll call this one red. And on the surface, all I need is a diffuse. Change that to bright red. And hit assign. Now I do have to go into my render mode. So you change the whole model red. That's fine. We're going to fix that here in a second. I'm going to create a new color. Call this one yellow, because it's going to have the color yellow all over it. And assign it. And then these two, we're going to create a new one here. We're going to call that one blue. Same with the diffused BSDF. And we're going to assign it. Okay, so there's our color map right here. So now we need to, we're going to go ahead and split the screen. Or you can hit texture paint. Not texture paint, excuse me, UV editing. It's the same thing. What I just did. I just did it manually. And but we're going to UV editing. All right, so it's already there. So now the only thing I really need to create is an image. So I'm going to call this one matte ID underscore 2x3. I'm changing the size to 4K. It's 4096 by 4096. I hit OK. There it is. Now I need to go into excuse me, I need to split this screen horizontally. I need to go into shader editor. And what I need to do is I need to add this image right here. So I'm going to go Shift A, type in search, and just put image. Texture, set it down there. Click on the drop down, matte ID 2x3. I'm going to copy that with Control C, and I'm going to go through all of them so they have it on there. So now that all 3 have that on there, if you notice I'm not linking it because I just wanted to tell the render where to bake this color information. So I'm going to go up to our render key, up here, our render button up here. I'm going to change it to cycles. I'm going to swap mine to GPU. and turn that off. Don't need that. Go down to bake. Go to bake type. Go to diffuse. I'm going to click direct and indirect. I don't need those. All I want is that color information. I want to change the border to 1 pixel instead of 16 pixels. I don't need it to bleed over by 16 pixels, not pickles, pixels. And now I'm going to bake. Down here it's working. It's taking a lot. I'm using a decent amount. Let's see what's going on. Give it a little time to bake it out. Okay, so it's baked. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to image. We're going to save as, and we're going to go to wherever you're storing your stuff. In fact, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this Material Atlas. Sure, that works. And I'm going to create a new folder. We'll call this blank mat. And then got mat ID 2x3. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now that it's saved, I don't have to do anything else in Blender right now. So I can just go ahead and close Blender. Don't need that at all, but I do need close Windows, sucker. I don't want to save. There you go. I do want Substance Painter open. So here's here's all the materials that I have. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going to group materials by color ID. So first thing I want to do, oops, I kind of needed that. That's all right. I'll import another one. See here. Let's go File, New, 4096. Now let's copy that one. Copy. Let's paste that. Let's rename this one. Material Atlas 2x3. Let's open that one up. And then I'm going to add two by three and hit OK. And now what I have to do is I have to bake the information on to this plane from the image that I have. So I'm going to go to Edit, Bake Mesh Maps. Don't need that. Only thing I need here is the ID. It's the only thing I care about. And I'm going to drop down colors, click on it. Let me restart that. Okay. This is the scene that you get. First thing you do is you use low poly mesh as high poly mesh. Then you're going to open up the 2x3. And then you're going to click on ID. It's going to come down here to color source. And what you're going to want is mesh ID polygroup. Now let's see if this works. Okay, so now I'm going to delete this. I'm going to create some folders. Only want 3. I'm on red. Oops. Yellow and blue. In the first one, I want to create a black mask. I'm going to right click and put in color selection. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Okay, so it didn't. It burned out the other one. So anyways, this will work fine. We'll do a 4x4. So I select that one, and then I want to bring in a material. So let's see here. What materials do I want? Let's bring in brick. Okay, and then we're going to mess with the scale on it a little bit. Let's try 5.0. And then that'll work for that. Let's go to yellow. Do the same thing, add a black mask. Add a color selection. Pick the color. We want this, actually. Well, I suppose this one was yellow. Get out of there. There we go. And I want to add, see, I got brick. Let's add some, is that a dirty texture? Look at that. Wood boards will be getting added here in a minute. Let's add some iron rust. Oops. Cut layer. Let's go to here. Don't like that one. Let's add this one. And we'll add that at like maybe 2.5. Let's go. Oh, there we go. And then let's go to the blue. Same thing. Black mask. Let's add a color. Add color selection. Pick. We're going to add 2. There we go. And we're going to put some wood beams down there. So that's wood board, rough wood. If you guys want to see what I'm doing, I'm looking right here. Yeah, that'll work. And we're definitely going to scale that up. That's way too much. Let's go 5. And that'll work. So essentially what we're going to do after this is we're going to go ahead and save this material. So right there, readjust some of these. Okay, now we're going to go to File, and we're going to export textures. Now, where I want to put this is blank material IDs, and we're going to call this one new. We'll call this one 2x3. It's 2x3. 2x3. outdoor structure. Just a second, I need to adjust this one real quick. Okay, there we go. File, export textures again. See here if I need to change anything real quick. No, that's fine. And now we're going to export it, and it's going to create all of our textures that we need. Okay, and let me dock this back in here. There we go. Actually, let's dock this down at the bottom. Okay. New folder. I'll just put this in there. 92x3. Save. Now we close that out. Now we open up Blender, and now we can create just basically off of the off the material ID that we just All right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to open an image, and all right, we need to go pulling all my different images real quick. I want the normal. Wrong one. It's going to be non-color. And then I want to add in the roughness, which is also going to be non-color. And I want to add in the metallic. And if I wanted to, I could add the specular in. So let's bring it down to about there. Join areas. So you know what? All right, so now that we got that, now we're going to select faces. And that's what we're working with right there. Make sure this goes down to Eve. And if I wanted to, see here, rotate. And then we can adjust it's a bit too much. And I could also add in the like a specular map. No. And there you go. You have everything that you need right there in that one map to create all your models. If you wanted to sit down and create something like let's do something real quick. That's not the one I want. There you go. Let's say I wanted this. Rotate 90 degrees, grab. And say I wanted to all right. And you can create pretty damn quick on what you need to do. So, yeah, so there's that. So anyways, thanks for watching. It took a little bit longer than it should have, but you get the gist of it.